Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 15 of our Aston Villa career mode, the last episode of season 1. As you can see, or if you ask yourself, how the fuck did we just win the league? Why are we first place? And yeah, we are gonna win the league. Then watch yesterday's episode, it was fucking mental. Norwich City, I don't know what happened to them. They were so amazing, constantly playing decent, winning. And then in the last games, they just decided that they don't want to win the league or whatever. They just stopped playing good completely. They just were horrible in the last episode. And so we did win the league. Therefore, in this episode, we will play the last game real fast. Then we will look through the celebrations. I'm gonna end season 1, showing you the full league table, showing you who won the Champions League, Hero League, who got the top goal score, all this kind of stuff. And then I will take a few minutes because I think for all this stuff we just need around 10 minutes. I will show you how much money we have for the transfer window, the upcoming transfer window, and then talk about the squad, where I want to change something, what I want to change, who I want to buy and whatever buy. And then it's your task to tell me who you want me to buy or recommend some other players. In the next few days I'm gonna upload Schalke episodes, so you have a lot of time, so at least 3 days, to tell me who you want me to sign. There are a lot of players still on my shortlist, and yeah, if you can come up with some different names, I will put these on my shortlist as well. But yeah, first of all, the last game is against, I don't know, I forgot actually. It's against Brighton, Hove and Albion, so I will have a quick look at the league table. Where they are not really a decent team, so it should be an easy win. Of course I want to win the game, even though it's not really about anything, but as you guys know, I hate losing the last game and then celebrating. It just doesn't feel right in my opinion that you lose a game and then celebrate. If you win the league or whatever, the last game you just have to win, because otherwise it doesn't feel right. You lost, so you should be unhappy, but then you are celebrating at the same time. Just does not make sense. So we are going for the win. We are the better team, everybody's fit, we are playing at home. So everything should be perfect if we win and then can celebrate and win, lift the trophy at home. That would be perfect. For some players in this team, it might be the last game they will play for us. There are a few players. For example, McCormack is an example. Again, in the end of this video I will talk about this very detailed. But for example, McCormack, this might be the last game for him in this squad. Richards, we will see what will happen to him. So there are few old players without potential that I will look to replace in the upcoming transfer window. So for some, it will be a cool way to say bye. What is going on right now? Okay, that was interesting. To win at home, if you can win, and also to lift the trophy. Gonna be definitely an interesting way. Gonna make them maybe even a bit more expensive, so we can get a bit more money, because they just won the league. So if you're part of a team who just won the league, then this makes you a bit more expensive. But yeah, especially McCormack is the main guy I'm definitely looking to sell in the upcoming transfer window. So this is gonna be a special game for him. Ooh, some space. The pass to you is decent. 1 against 1, going through, Kojia maybe, yeah, can he get it to Lozano? He can, Lozano scores it! Decent attack, long pass to you, who is waiting for Kojia, who passing it to Lozano, and Lozano is taking his time, thinking about it, and then an easy finish, long post. No chance, that was almost the post in, so no chance for the goalkeeper at all. Half an hour played, 1-0 for Aston Villa. I would say that's deserved, and yeah, we want to continue like this. And then it's gonna be an easy 2-0 win. Perfect. Pass it back to McCormack. Of course, would be nice if he could score on this game. Losing the ball here. I will try to score with him, just like, for example, I tried to score with Naldo in the last game for him and before he retired. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be possible. Kojia also a player that might today play his last game for Aston Villa. So again, a player I really would like to score with. And it should not be a huge problem because he's our striker. But the thing is that I definitely want to sign a different striker. And I don't need 3 strikers, so either Morris or Kojia has to go. Kojia, almost there, he scored it. Decent save. And I don't think that I'm gonna sell Morris. I really want to give him a chance. You really wanted me to sign him, so I don't want to sell him straight away after half a season. So I think I will give him a chance, and then I don't really need Gojia. Another chance for McCormack again. He can't score, so almost half time. Definitely should be 2-0 by now, but even if it's just a 1-0 lead, that's fine for me. Oh, don't let him shoot! Ooh, close one. Neves. Lozano with the one. Lozano, very nice touch. Somebody maybe back to Neves. Nope, it's McCormack, and there it is. The second goal, and it is McCormack. So he just got his goal. I wanted to pass it to Neves, but I feel like Neves could have touched it, but said, no, I will leave it to McCormack. Decent finish there. Well, this is the chance. Pass it to Ayew. Gojia, come on, make it. Gojia, where are you running? Of course, I could have just cut inside with Ayew, but I don't care if he scores third. I just care if he can score with Gojia. 10 minutes before the end, I will make a substitution. I will sub off McCormack, so the fans can give him a standing ovation. One last. Veretout is getting subbed in, who probably is the replacement for him next season in the first choice team. Again, I will talk about this later. I skipped it, I think. Shit, I really didn't want to skip it. So just imagine how he very slowly went off. The Breitenhofen Albion players didn't really have a problem that he took that much time, and he really got a huge standing ovation for everything he did in this season. He was just for one season here, but great performances. He was part of a team who got promoted, who will win the league. So I think this is a great end for his Aston Villa career, which 99% will end after this season. If Gojia would score, I'm not gonna sub Gojia off before he scored. We actually have to be not really careful. So if I can score with him in the next few minutes, then I would also sub him off. But I don't want to do that before he scored his goal. Lozano. Oh, this chance. Not the best pass, but come on, 1-2 maybe. Gojia, use your space. Yes, he's quite dead, but this is decent chance. Come on, long post finish. Gojia. Good try. In injury time, he had his chance. I might have, or should have, taken more time. But, yeah, come on, we still can do it. Pass it. Bad pass. Yeah, my players are just dead. So it doesn't look like I can give him his goal. Every second they will blow the whistle. That is, season 1 has finished. Aston Villa won the league. Next season we will play in the BPL.
For the last 9 months or so, and boy, they deserve it. These are special moments for a very successful team. Congratulations to them. Well, getting into the Premier League was the target, but there's no better way, Alan, is there, than winning the championship itself. No, and if you achieve this, you know you've got a bit of steel, a bit of staying power in your ranks. They've had to hang in there at times, and they've done it brilliantly. What an achievement. Well, big praise here for this team, this group of players.
Mika Richards will lift the trophy every second. There it is. Mika Richards lifts the trophy. He was an amazing captain for us in this season. I want to keep him for sure. I definitely want to keep him, but I don't think he will be the first choice centre back, or one of the first 11 centre backs in the second season. He will probably just be a backup, but he did a great job for us. So I will just show you the rest of the celebration. We'll just shut up so you can really listen to everything, and then I will talk you through the end of season 1.
Successful club, these have certainly been that. Well, you have to have the team photo, and they're getting ready for it now. Yeah, one of those lovely scenes that you'll hang on the wall back at home.
So let's see, Norwich lost Did Newcastle, please Newcastle won, I don't see Newcastle. Why can I not see Newcastle? Newcastle won! Norwich City actually did not even get second. They were first place. They were 13 points on front of third place. 8 games to go. So there are 24 points to get. And they are 13 points in front of third place. In the end, they are 2 points behind second place. So in the last 8 games, Newcastle managed to get 15 more points than Norwich. That's crazy. Norwich, they were almost through. It looked like they are definitely gonna win the league. And now they didn't not only not win the league, they didn't even manage to get automatic promotion. If they cannot get promoted, that would be probably the best story I've ever seen. What the actual hell? You can see we got 3.8 million pounds. It's not a lot. Pulisic wants more money. That's not a problem. I will just go through a few things. Maybe somebody can improve in training. We'll sign a few new contracts with some players, and yeah, in the last few days we will have a look at the league table and stuff. You can see Marking going up to 82, and Oxford is hitting the 75 rating. So I think I will stop training him now. Jordan Moore is improving his attacking position. He is now also 75 rated, so another player can stop training now. I just gave him one slot for one training session, and it actually was enough to improve him. Because I think he is going to be my backup striker in the next season, of course. My backups I all want to get to a 75 rating, and my first choice player all to a 78, so he's another player I can stop training now. So one thing I have to do in the next few weeks is talking about the transfers or making transfer offers. We have a few players I want to talk about. Mason, contract expiring, he's 20, don't care about him. I don't think he has really a big value, so I think I can actually just end this transfer. I was thinking about offering them a new contract and then try to sell them, but I actually think it makes more sense if I just leave it. This dude as well, 21, don't care about him. Suleiman 59 rated, 19, kinda interesting actually, but he's just 59 rated, so no. Toner is 64 rated, 20 years old, but I also will leave him. This dude is of course just 55 rated, so there's no reason to. Murphy's the only player I will offer a new contract because he's 18 decent rated, so he's the only one I will offer a new contract. All the other players, he can just get 5k. All the other players, I'm gonna not offer a new contract, so there are 5 players who gonna leave us because of expiring contracts, but I really don't care about them. Toner maybe could have done it, but even Toner, even though he is 64 rated, so the highest rated player of all these, I don't think it makes sense. So let's see, I already saw one player who's going up. Lafont also going up, 80 rated, plus 4, now himself, 80 rated at the age of 18, that's crazy. Amavi gone up himself as well, he's 79 rated with some amazing growth, so another player. I mean, he's 23 years old, 79 rated. Definitely, if you have not played with him yet, go check him out. He is not expensive, he has potential, he's growing, he's young, has amazing stats. You have to try him out, if you haven't already. What I saw is that Gojira gone actually up in the last squad report, or monthly squad report. He managed to go up to a 76 rating. Pulisic, I think, gone up himself right now to a 74, so very nice to see that. Amazing growth, but he still needs some growth. Marcielo 76, I think he just did that himself, so also very nice to see that. Veratu gone up himself to a 79. We actually have a lot of growth right here, right now. They are not interesting. I think this might be it. No, actually Queen gone up full alone 2 more times, so two times he gone up while being at Aston Villa and during the loan. He gone up twice himself as well. Amazing growth from ball control, dribbling, passing, as well as finishing, crossing. So decent growth. 68 rated in the age of 18. Somebody I'm definitely trying to train and improve and use in the future. Chibola gone up twice actually, and I think Murphy gone up twice. Nothing else is really interesting. Hakimi is improving his long pass and crossing. He's 73 rated, so I just want to improve him 2 more times. He is scoring very fast, so really fast. I think we signed him as a 69 rated player half a season ago. And I think for the first few weeks I didn't even give him a slot, then I just gave him 1, and now for 2 training sessions he had 2 slots. And he still, even though he didn't even have that many training slots, managed to improve already 4 times, so he is growing very fast. And now it's time, 25th of June, the last training session. Pulisic, as you can see, is really close. He might and he should be possible or able to also, yes, hit the 75 rating quite clearly, because he's improving in total 7 stats, so he might even be halfway, almost halfway to a 76 rating as well, so some decent growth. Yeah, and now let's start with the league table. As you can see, we of course won the league 5 points in front of Newcastle. We've been 5 points in front of them for a very long time. So we won almost all games, they won almost all games, and Norwich just lost almost all games. We have the most wins, we have the least losses, we have with a distance. The most goals scored, we have the best defense, best goal defense. We were just the best. Most wins, least losses, best attack, best defense. We were just dominating, 90 points, and that even though we started off so bad. I think after 10 or 12 games, we were like 19th, 20th place. We were one of the worst teams. I think in the first 10 games we just won 2. We were horrible. I can show you in the calendar really fast if you want to see. I think it's not too important, but you can remember. If not, check out the first 2-3 episodes of this series. We were horrible. And then we just won every single game. What a way to end this. The next thing I want to show you is this. Then I will show you who, for example, won the playoffs. And then I want to talk about the upcoming transfer window. Lozano got the top goal scorer with 18 goals. 18 goals in 46 games. It's not even that much, to be honest. So it's quite disappointing that somebody with 18 goals is getting the top goal scorer. I mean, the Bundesliga top goal scorer normally has like 25 to 30 goals, and they are just 34, so 12 games less. So it's kind of disappointing. Ayew was the second best goal scorer. We also have Kojia with 11. The most assists is also Lozano, so most goals and most assists. Kojia is one of the, is probably the second best in score points wise, so very nice. We should also have the most clean sheets. Yes, we do. So we were dominating in every single aspect. We have the best goal scorer, the best assist, the best attack, best defense, most wins, least losses. Most clean sheets. We were in total just dominating this league. So as you can see, these were the first results on which come through Cardiff quite close, and Sheffield Wednesday won against Leeds. The final Wednesday, Sheffield Wednesday, crazy team, they were amazing. Norwich City being 13 points in front of third place, 8 games to go, managed to actually not get promoted. What the actual fuck? That's crazy. So the last thing I want to do, I myself will quickly go through this, the end of the season. Oh, I actually could have looked through the board task. Don't know if you can still do it. If so, I will do it, and then I will show you the budget and we'll talk about the upcoming transfer window. I got the manager of this season, which isn't a huge surprise. I mean, I took one of the best teams and did win it, so okay. So let's have a look. I end with a 76 rating, which is okay. I did not do the youth development goal. I told you I won't do it. They actually want me in the first season to sign somebody in the second season to use him. So if you don't sign somebody in the first season, it's already done. So it's not you can sign somebody in the second and use him in the third. So I didn't do that, but it's medium, not important. The high goals, I did both of them quite easy. I mean, sign one crucial first team player assigned to a midfielder position, but this back, you see that many things, midfielder just doesn't make sense. The short says I did it within like the first 1.5 months, so these goals just don't make sense. This one I didn't do, which is kind of surprising for me, that we were not able to improve the club with, even though we just won the league. Not even by anything, 0%, not 10% or anything, nothing. That's really disappointing. So I don't really understand that. I did these two both, don't understand why the domestic success is low, but I did them and here there wasn't a goal. So basically, I didn't do a medium, I did both high and both low. Did not do the high yet. So it's in total very nice and we can end the season in a decent way. We did everything we wanted to do, even more of that than what we wanted to do. And yeah, I just want to talk about the transfer window now. There you go, we are in season 2. Let's start with transfer budget. It's quite disappointing, to be honest. For the fact that the BPL team and BPL teams have so much money, 17.5 million is not really a lot. But we want to sell a few players we can get a lot of money from, like Sissoko we can probably get 1 or 2 million. McCormack we can get some money, Kojia we can get some money, so all the players, probably Elvik or the other center back Chester, we can probably get some money for them. And also if you, just in case you didn't know, if you achieve board expectations, you get very often some money. Board expectations, more or less the same thing, not too important. I won't really look for youth players here. Sign one crucial forward position, very fine, because I want to sign a new striker. 25.5 should also not be a big problem. Salary growth under 10% should be possible, still growth by 30%. Finish mid-table, that's a lot. I mean, I would accept something like avoid relegation, but straight away finish mid-table, that's a bit much, I would say. 1 of 16 FA Cups, and that's a low. Okay, a low means it's not too important if you don't do it, but just too high and both high we should definitely be able to do. We will do the high goals. The medium one we definitely won't do, and the low ones, here isn't anything, and this, I'm not sure, we should at least do one of them. So that's fine, we don't have a lot of money. Let's talk about the squad. So let's talk about every position. Goalkeeper position, I don't want to change anything. We have Lafont. If I find some kind of better goalkeeper, I would sell my Golini and sign somebody different, but it's not important. I don't want you to tell me anything. Right back position, the same thing. Klostermann. And I forgot the name. Goddamn, wait, I have to switch with Hakimi, yes. Don't need anything. Same on left back position. I have Mamavi. I will try to sign Marcelo. If Marcelo is not possible because he's too expensive, because I don't want to spend too much money on my left back backup, then I will go for Rigonri, who should just be worth like, I don't know, 2-3 million. So it should not be a problem to get this dude. The first thing you are supposed to tell me something about is the center back position. The thing is, right now we have Diab, we have Richards, we have Oxford, Elphick and Chester. I will sell Elphick. I like Chester, but he's old, he's not really growing that much, so I will put him on the transfer list as well. I will keep Oxford as backup. I want to keep Richards just as backup, so I need another first choice centre back. Still, all the players you recommended me in the Schalke 04 mode, I put on the shortlist. For this KD mode, I signed a lot of them already, like Stendera, like Diab, like Lafont, like Neves, Lozano, Pulisic, and Morris, for example. But there are still a few, so I will of course look at these especially. I want to sign a physical strong player, so somebody with at least kinda decent pace, or around 65-70 at least. But especially tall, a lot of strength, this kind of stuff, and decent defending. He does need a good ball control, or doesn't have to be that pacey. That's the most important thing. The main player I'm looking for, there are the 3 main players are Rugani, who might be too expensive, but we'll see. Jonathan Tah is the main player, but I'm very sure he's going to be too expensive. And last but not least, Lemos, who you recommended me to sign. The center back position, the signing for that is together with the strike position the most important thing. So there's where I really would spend 50 million pounds if I have to. First choice center back. If you want me to go for anybody else than these 3, Lemos, Rugani, Jonathan, tell me in the comments. And also, if you are happy with these options, tell me who you would prefer, because I think they would probably worth the same. Maybe Jonathan a bit more than the other 2. Rugani maybe even the least. So Rugani I think of like 10 to 15. Tah they might ask for 20. So if you want me to go for one of these, which one? Next up, CDM position. Also nothing I really want to ask you, because I'm only going to do a change there if I really have the money and did everything else. The rest going to be my first class CDM. Gardner is of course just 70 rated, not really, he's growing actually, he might go to 72 or something, but he won't have a huge potential. He's not old, but also not really young, I think he's 24, 25. But he did a decent job, I did enjoy him, so in case, only if I really still have money left and did everything else, then I would go for CDM. Otherwise I will just look if there's some kind of region or free agent. Center back position, the next thing, not as important as the center back and striker, but also quite important. I have Stendera, I have Veretout, I have Cook, so I need a 4th one. There are 2 options, I will sell McCormack, there are 2 options. One option is to replace McCormack with Veretout, so I have Veretout and Stendera as backup Cook, and then I need a backup. Not too expensive, I might find somebody on free agent or something, but a backup, center back, a center mid. So that's the one option. The other option is to use Veretout still just as backup and then have another first choice center mid. I don't think I will do that, because I would need of course to sign somebody who is better than Veretout, who is 79 rated, has amazing stats. So I really would have to go for an amazing center mid. So if I don't find somebody who is really cheap, then it's probably not happening. So especially backup center mid, around 70, 72, 71, 70, whatever rated, good potential, young, not too expensive, just a few million. That would be awesome, just like Lewis Cook. We got him for I think 3.5 or something in total, so 2 and this player who was like worth 1.5 something, so 3.5 or 4, decent potential, young, perfect. Some kind of player of that. Next up, winger position. We have Lozano, we have Ayew, we have Pulisic. Pulisic is gonna be my right winger backup. What I definitely need, I will say Adoma, is a backup left winger. Now there are 2 options. The one option is to use Ayew just as backup. He's decent, he's 79 rated, but he's not crazy good. So use him as backup for like the striker and winger position. Then I would need to sign another first choice winger. The main players I'm looking there are Oliver Burke or Serge Gnabry. The other option is to still use him as first choice right winger, Pulisic as backup, use Ayew as long as first choice winger until Pulisic is really high rated and accrue a lot, because Pulisic has a better potential, and then switch the roles. What I definitely need is a backup left winger, so there I really want to ask you, what do you want me to do? The wing position is important, but the most money I will first look at the center back and striker, and then the remaining money I would spend on winger or center mid. So go for anything too expensive. If you give me a player who is worth, we would have to spend like 50 million pounds. I'm probably not going to do that, because after the transfer for the center back and striker, I don't think I would still have 50 million pounds. Now the striker position. I want a new first choice striker. I love Kojia a lot. I like him a lot. He's not crazy good, but he is really good. But I don't want to say Morris. I don't need 3 strikers, so he will be put on the transfer list or used in a swap deal. The main player I'm going for is Timo Werner. So Timo Werner for the strike position. Or some players who recommended me, but he's the main option and would love to sell Kojia. In the wing position, tell me especially a left wing backup. If you know somebody, right-footed, pacey, can cut inside, can score goals. Around 70, 71, 72 rated, not too expensive, good potential. Tell me. Center mid position, again, just a backup, please tell me. I don't think I will go for a first choice player, so backup. I want the same like Lewis Cook, not too expensive, just a few million. 70 to 72 rated, maybe 73, maybe 69, I will take both. Good potential, decent stats, especially more attacking one. He doesn't need decent defending skills, but especially if he would have decent passing, maybe long shots or crossing or finishing or free kick, something of that would be nice. Backup CDM I'm going to do myself, left back backup I'm going to do myself, right back we don't want to change anything. Goalkeeper backup I'm going to do it myself, and then first choice center back, especially between these 3 options. Last thing I'm going to do is show you my shortlist so you know who exactly is on my shortlist right now. So we have Passlack for the right back position, but I don't need one. We have Mer, for example, here. We have Fernandes, Jonathan, but he probably is going to be too expensive. Lemos and Malangsa, who I'm not going for, I can tell you that. So 95%. Left back, Barreca is also an interesting option, but I'm gonna for Marcelo, and if not possible, then this dude, because you can train him quite fast and look at his physical stats. In the CDM position, there isn't really anything of these because they are too expensive and too good to be a backup right now. Burke for the wing position, for example, an option the same as Emre Mor, for example. Or Özunali is probably too expensive, but if maybe he's not too expensive, then might go for him. Center mid position, Marco Höger is definitely an interesting option, but or Kroos, but they are both probably too expensive. These two as well. Serge Gnabry for the left mid position, he could be a backup. For example, I have Afdijay for the center mid role. I haven't really tried him out. I don't think he's too amazing. He hasn't really a decent potential, and he's quite expensive for a 74 rated player. You would have to spend 6-7 million. That's quite expensive. But also, if you want to give him a chance, also an option. Bakali or Dama, for example, definitely somebody I'm looking for the wing positions. And for the first choice striker, we also would have maybe Rashford, but I'm especially going for Timo Werner, this dude. Or Silva, for example, also decent. So, what the fuck, my voice is going away. There you have it. You know my shortlist, you know what I want to do, you know the budget, you know everything. This is it for this episode, and for the next few days I will end the Schalke 04 K mode. Then I will upload a video talking about the third K mode, the replacement of the Schalke 04 K mode, and then we will continue So the next 3 or 4 days, if you can get in Champions League final, there are gonna be videos about Schalke and the next game mode. And then in 4 or 5 days, we will continue, so you have a lot of time to tell me who you want me to go for. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed Season 1. I hope you're looking forward to the BPL. There I'm gonna play a lot more games because there are gonna be a lot more interesting games. I haven't played in the BPL yet, so I have not played against this team yet. So this is gonna be really interesting for me. Yeah, I hope you're looking forward to that. If you enjoyed this episode, please smash the like button. I will see you tomorrow with the start of the last episode of my Schalke 04 game mode. Hope you're looking forward to that. Have an amazing day, guys, and bye.